What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my beautiful and obviously hyped co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. What's up, guys?
What up?
Woo! I wasn't sure what was coming on next. I was waiting for it, though. Guys, also joining us today, two more members of the Front Yard fam, the Wright Not brothers, Tim Wright and Joey Wright. How's it going, guys?
I'm feeling full and happy about it.
Has it been proven that we're not brothers yet, Tim? Because I don't think anybody has the evidence. Okay.
Yeah, there is no hard evidence.
We've never said.
Here.
So. I've never seen you two in the same room at the same time.
It's true.
And that's how you determine if someone's a brother or not, Josh.
That is, yeah. That's how you tell brothers.
Guys, also joining us today to help us out with our brackets on this fun Friday is great friend of the show. She's the host of the Locked On Pokes podcast, co-host of Fantasy Besties, and you can find her kick-ass kicker tiers in the Matthew Berry newsletter. What's up, Linda?
Woo! I'm so glad to be here. I've been waiting for this for like a year and a half, and I work, and they won't let me get off work to come hang out with my internet friends. So I'm so excited. I know.
Don't you tell them that there's a really important stream at 3 p.m. that at least 20 people are
I'm trying to play
that
game shows. Yeah, exactly.
We are hyped to have you here today. It's been a long time coming for us as well. I know we're excited. And guys, today we are doing two brackets. The first one is going to be Week 12 quarterback streamers, and the second one is going to be Thanksgiving leftovers. So it's not about what your favorite dish is on Thanksgiving. It's the one that you're most excited about popping in the microwave the day after. So we will be talking about that a little bit. Before we do that,
those are very different, by the way. Those are very different.
They are very different.
We'll figure it out.
We got some people in the chat. Jay Wall in here says, got my mama in town, but can't wait to watch later tonight. Hope you all had the most wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you, Jay Wall.
Hey, Jay Wall.
You don't want to watch with Mama Jay Wall? I bet she would love us.
Oh, yeah.
Moms love Josh. He just gives off like moms love me vibes. I can attest based on my mother. Maria says, ready for some reheated food takes. That was for Craig. You're doing Craig well with that one, Maria. That was awesome. What's up, Justin? Welcome in. Glad to have you here.
What up, Justin?
And he's coming in with some news for us right off the bat. Tre'Davious White did in fact tear his ACL and is now out for the rest of the season.
Dang.
It's not directly fantasy relevant, but sad for the NFL. For NFL,
if you're in IDP league, right? Maybe, I don't know.
I guess we got some IDP guys in here. Maria says it's a packed house. It is, but it's nothing but stars on here today. This is an awesome group. I'm excited. And Scott said, "Why is this not Quiplash? Where do I fill out a complaint form?"
I was this close to sending a complaint form in the chat.
You could just email jay@frontyardfantasy.com. All your complaints. Yeah.
Much better.
Quiplash has us on a 7-day ban after last week.
Yeah, we're in Quiplash timeout.
Right on his Twitter,
There you go. Scott said he's kidding. He likes brackets more anyways, but he has to leave. And if only there was a way to watch the end of the show somehow. Yeah, you're shit out of luck, Scott. That's not going to happen. There's just no way.
If only we could help
this again. Yeah. Guys, Scott Fish coming in saying AJ Brown ruled out. So let's fact check that. Make sure Scott's not messing with us. But
I don't need that kind of energy in group chat. It's still like kind of morning.
BRB changing my lineup.
The day after Thanksgiving, I believe it counts as morning until about 4 p.m. And then it's not morning anymore if it's the day after Thanksgiving. Josh, before we get started, two things. I said your name too early because the first thing I'm going to say is if you're watching this, go ahead and hit that like button on this video and subscribe to our channel at Front Yard Fantasy. It's the easiest way to support the show. So, Josh, you got that?
Yeah, hit the like button.
Okay, and now, Josh, I know you've got some news for us today.
I do. Let's get in there. Guys, this is a little surprising. Justin Fields, he has a few cracked ribs. I heard a report yesterday that he was definitely expected back in week 13. I don't know now. I don't know how he's going to play with cracked ribs. We've seen him before, but he likes to run too. So this concerns me for Justin Fields. But Andy Dalton might be the preferred starter there just to win an NFL game, not the future, right?
He looked good.
Yeah. Corey Davis should be able to play this week. That is what it is. Antonio Brown is out this week. Hopes to be back week 13. So don't be starting Antonio Brown.
Please, Antonio.
Both Kadarius Toney and Sterling Shepard are unlikely to play this week. Plays Saquon Barkley. Maybe Evan Ingram. Maybe Kenny Golladay, but he's been so disappointing. I don't know if you have any faith in him. But yeah, avoiding most Giants still. Jordan Howard is out this week. He's officially out. Maybe Miles Sanders. benefits Miles Sanders, I would say. Kevin Stefanski said that Kareem Hunt will play this week. Simon, how's that make you feel?
Very happy. I'm so excited to have him back.
Jack Conklin, I believe, is also supposed to be playing.
Thank goodness. This Browns team, they designed the offense around running with two backs, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. I'm excited to get back to how they want to run this offense.
Aaron Jones was a limited participant in practice again today. He's been practicing the last 3 days.
Just rest.
I think if I lean towards him resting still. I know he's been practicing, but they have a bye in week 13. It makes sense to me. Give him another week break, right? But they do have a tough matchup this week. They might need him. Does anyone think he will play? Does anyone lean he will? Anyone?
No. And if
from a pure manifestation standpoint, I have to remain steadfast that he's going to start this week because I need him to.
There we go. Let's manifest it. Let's go. Aaron Jones, he's playing. All right. Cordell Patterson is questionable for this week. If he's playing, he's in my fantasy lineup. The Falcons absolutely need him. Deandre Swift is considered day-to-day with the shoulder sprain that he suffered yesterday. I would say this is good news. It could have been worse. Yeah. Along the same lines, Darren Waller avoided a major knee injury. He has a strained IT band. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what that means exactly, but it seems like it's good news.
I listened to a couple strained IT bands in college, but not really my preferred genre anymore. James Robinson does not have an injury designation for this week, and Matt LaFleur said that Aaron Rodgers will play this week, even though he's not practicing today, and that's everything. And Scott just coming in said Schefter, the real one, tweeted it. So he fact checked himself and let us know, and then said also McNichols if anyone still has him somehow. So if you still got McNichols on your team, it looks like he's going to be out well this week.
I mean, that's big news for Hilliard. I think you could throw Hilliard out there, especially just they're kind of decimated at running back right now.
Yeah.
But I've been burned by the pass catching running backs.
And AJ Brown being out, they're receiving back.
That makes me want to throw up. I don't even.
Listen. I'm saying if you need someone, I'm not saying it's pretty.
This is like the can you start Demetric Felton? I feel like we're having a similar conversation right now with Dontrell Hilliard, but I would rather go Hilliard in that situation. Guys, today we are doing two brackets. Like I said, the first one is going to be our week 12 quarterback streamer. So a little bit of context. Every single one of these guys is less than 50% rostered on Sleeper one quarterback league. So the guys that were more than 50% rostered did not make the cut. We wanted to be talking about guys that are going to be available in the majority of people's leagues. So Cam Newton, I'm sorry, you are not on this list. But if Cam Newton's on your waiver wire, go pick him up. He's a great ad, and he's out there in about 25 to 30% of leagues.
He's going to get shut down by the Dolphins anyway.
Tim saying he's going to get shut down by the Dolphins. But so we're going to be voting on which one you think is your preferred quarterback streamer this week. Josh, we're going to start with you on our very first matchup. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
You've got the first vote. It is Taylor Heinicke versus Matt Ryan in this one. Who is your preferred week 12 quarterback streamer?
So, if Cordell Patterson plays, just kidding. I'm not starting Matt Ryan. I really have no confidence starting Matt Ryan, even with Cordell Patterson. Taylor Heinicke has a decent rushing floor. I feel pretty comfortable with him this week. I like him against the Seattle Seahawks. I would be starting Taylor Heinicke over Matt Ryan for sure.
One vote for Heinicke. Linda, we're going to come to you next. It's Taylor Heinicke versus Seattle or Matt Ryan at Jacksonville. Which one of these quarterbacks would you prefer to stream in week 12?
I agree with Josh. The only person from Atlanta that I'm starting, including their kicker, is Cordell Patterson if he plays. So give me Taylor Heinicke.
Double Taylor Heinicke so far. JL, are you agreeing with the two above you, or are you going Matt Ryan?
Make it a triple. It's Taylor Heinicke.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Matt Ryan. Matty Ice just getting disrespected. Tim, where are you going here?
I'll give one to Matt Ryan. Seahawks defense is just they're coming together. That's really the only pro I could put in Matt Ryan's category there. But.
It's Thanksgiving, and Tim wanted to make sure Matt Ryan didn't get skunked. Joey, where are you going here? Taylor Heinicke or Matt Ryan?
I'm going to have to disagree with my brother or not my brother, and I'm going Heinicke. I like that matchup with the Seahawks. We were talking about it on office hours this week. So I'd go Heinicke.
I wish I could say Matt Ryan, but just based on what we've seen from this Atlanta offense, I'm not starting him. I'd rather start – if Justin Fields somehow played with broken ribs, I think I'd rather start Justin Fields with broken ribs than Matt Ryan. I'm going Taylor Heinicke as well. He moves on to the next round. Also, a reminder to everyone in the chat, vote along because we've got 6 people. So if it ends in a tie, we will need to come to you to break the tie. So put your votes in the chat as well. Jeezy came in, says, y'all think Aaron Jones will play with them having the bye next week? So we talked about this a little bit during the news, and Linda is manifesting Aaron Jones playing this week. So we got that going for you. Linda, do you think Aaron Jones plays this week?
I don't think so. Like, from a fantasy standpoint, of course you want him to, but from a smart football program, although Green Bay Packers not proven to be the smartest franchise, so maybe. But I think he should sit and just wait through the bye week and be fully healthy.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you there. Also, Justin wants to know, is Nick Westbrook an ad with all these injuries on the Titans? Josh, I see you making some faces up there. What do you think?
No, I still have no confidence whatsoever putting him into my fantasy lineups. Like, if you were absolutely desperate and you need just a guy with a pulse, sure. Yeah,
but
sure.
that's where you draw the line on that one. And then Justin says, status on Mitchell. Do we have any update on Elijah Mitchell with the broken fingers?
He's been limited at a practice. Yeah.
But it's looking like he might play if he was practicing.
It's possible. You got to keep an eye on it because he's been limited the last 2 days. So if we get some new news, then we'll know some more.
Yep. And the Chosen Rose says, are you nervous about Zeke and Cordero Patterson? Absolutely. But if they're starting, I'm playing them going forward. I know there was some nerves about the Zeke injury, but I can't imagine benching him if he's active. Same with Cordero Patterson. Anybody here nervous enough that you would consider benching either of these guys if they're active?
No, I do want to say one thing, though. They came out after the game and said that they're going to have to kind of develop a game plan with this knee injury that Zeke has. And that's a little concerning. That I hear that. I'm like, wow, Tony Pollard's been playing so great that is he going to be the back that you'd rather roster for the Cowboys going forward? It's possible. It's possible.
Yep, and Jesus saying Zeke's TD kind of saved his day. Definitely helped out in that category. What's up, Midnight? Welcome and good afternoon. Glad to have you here. And we are moving on to our second matchup. Linda, we're starting with you on this one. This is Jimmy Garoppolo versus Mac Jones. Mac Jones going up against the Tennessee Titans. Jimmy Garoppolo going up against the Minnesota Vikings. Who is your preferred Week 12 streamer?
Man, I'm a Mac Jones truther from like top to bottom. I think he has the chance to carve up this Tennessee defense. I don't trust Jimmy G. I know he's playing like pretty mediocre, like on par average football, but I like Mac Jones upside. I like Mac Jones moxie. I just think he has a chance to have a really good game this week against Tennessee. So I'll go Mac Jones.
One vote for Mac Jones. He's got the moxie. JL, where are you going? Are you agreeing with Linda or are you going Jimmy G?
I'm going to go Jimmy G in this one. Minnesota, their secondary has been pretty favorable to fantasy quarterbacks this week. Jimmy G has looked decent enough to put up some fantasy points. So I'm going to go with Jimmy G here. But Mac Jones is not far behind him. So I think this is a close one.
Tim, what about you? Where are you going on this one?
I think Mac Jones is the right answer, but I cannot in good faith pick him for anything because I do not like him. So Jimmy G.
We got two opposite sides of the Mac Jones spectrum here. 2 votes for Jimmy G. Joey, what about you? Oh, you're muted,
yep,
Joey.
Same.
Hi.
I agree.
I'm Joey.
Hey.
And I'm the guy who muted himself. No, so when guys are this close in the rankings, I'm 2 spots apart. I look at the matchup and I'm going Mac Jones.
Mac Jones for Joey. And I'm disagreeing with Joey and Linda here. I'm going to be on the Jimmy G side of this. The Vikings are giving up the 5th most points to opposing quarterbacks. Jimmy G's pretty safe. I think he's safer than Mac Jones. He has a slightly higher floor. So I'm going to go Jimmy G in this one. But this is super close. These guys are like back-to-back in my rankings. Tough matchup in the first round. Josh, are you tying this up and sending it to the chat? Or are you going to vote for Jimmy G and give him the W?
No, I think Jimmy Garoppolo is one of the best streamers this week. And, if we're comparing these two guys, look at their weapons. Jimmy G's got Kittle, got Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Mac Jones. I would say all 3 of those guys are above the weapons that Mac Jones has personally. So
the disrespect to Nelson Aguilar is just insane, Josh, on that one.
Now, Mac Jones is safer, probably. I will say that. A little bit safer.
Jimmy Jones. I just said Jimmy Jones.
Jones.
Jimmy Jones wins that one. Welcome to the second round, Jimmy Garoppolo. We are moving on to our next matchup: Tua Tagovailoa versus Daniel Jones. And JL, you've got the first vote on this one. Who is your preferred streamer this week, Tua or Daniel Jones?
I'm going to go with Tua in this one. He does have a tough matchup against Carolina, but Tua has been playing fairly well. And I think Carolina has been beatable. So I'm going to go with Tua. Daniel Jones is facing the Eagles. The Eagles have been playing very well, and especially their defense. And I don't want to be left holding the bag if Daniel Jones ends up getting like 5 turnovers in this game.
Yep. Tim, are you agreeing with JL here? Or are you going on the Daniel Jones side?
I mean, I don't know. Let me just. I think.
Did that give you the answer?
I would lean towards. I think I'd lean towards Tua.
Just a slight lean.
2 in a heartbeat. Daniel Jones is nobody to throw to. Like, there's nobody there.
Joey, are you agreeing with these guys, or are you going Daniel Jones?
Absolutely. I want nothing to do with Daniel Jones against Philadelphia or against
anyone except maybe Kansas, the college football team.
If Citadel were to put a football team out there to play against them, I might pick Daniel Jones.
Dear Lord.
That's about close.
Can you imagine?
I can imagine. But I'm going Tua here as well. I wish I could be more excited about the Jason Garrett firing and say Daniel Jones upside is through the roof now, but they replaced him with Freddie Kitchens, who is a decent offensive coordinator. He was good in that role for Cleveland. But it's still Tua. He's got the weapons. He's been playing better as of late. I can't in good conscience start Daniel Jones. Josh, what about you? Are you going on the Tua side, continuing this sweep, or are you going Daniel Jones?
Yeah, I mean, I just mentioned in the news that Sterling Shepard and Kadarius Toney both aren't expected to play. I just think that Tua is a much better quarterback in general. And how can you have any faith starting Daniel Jones? Look at his numbers lately. Like, yeah, it's definitely Tua.
Melinda, are you making this a clean sweep, or are you putting a vote on the Danny Dime side?
I wish I could be in the holiday spirit and like take one for the team and tell you to start Daniel Jones, but I absolutely refuse to do that. So
yes,
it's Tua.
You got swept, Daniel Jones. Tua going on to the next round.
How does Guinness vote, Tim? Is it Tua? Is it a Tua unanimous Tua household?
It's Tua.
Hey, Guinness is an idiot.
Hey, Guinness is such a smart girl. Justin called. Oh, I thought you said is an idiot.
I thought he said is.
Oh, no.
Justin called the Tua sweep before we even started voting. Was 100% right. And GC saying Danny is dog water.
Yep.
Hey, dog water is pretty good according to my dogs. They really like it.
Nope.
And Justin, just getting ahead of us on this next matchup, said Baker had passed 3 of the 4 games. He got under 10. Also, Teddy will be in a shootout. So Teddy B is his answer for the next poll. And Tim, we are going to start with you on this one. Are you agreeing with Justin in the chat? This is Teddy Bridgewater. Are you going with Baker Mayfield?
Yeah, why not? Give me Teddy B. I am nervous that we're gonna. I'm nervous and hopeful that they're actually going to start giving Javonte the load, and the Chargers aren't good against the run, so he might not have to throw that much. Honestly, if it is a shootout, that'd be crazy fun to see. But yeah, give me Teddy B. We'll give it a shot.
Javonte the load.
Give him the load. Come on.
1 vote for Teddy Bridgewater. Joey, where are you going on this one?
It's Bridgewater for me. Baker, I don't even know who's going to catch the ball for Baker. Jarvis Landry probably out this week, last I heard. Donovan Peoples-Jones isn't probably going to play. I want Teddy.
Yep, I'm with you guys, especially with Kareem Hunt coming back into the mix here and the receiver injuries they're having and OBJ being traded away. This team is going to run. And if it doesn't work, they're going to run some more. Baker has maybe the lowest ceiling out of any of the quarterbacks on this list, and I'm not too confident in his floor either. It's not that I'm excited about Teddy B. I just don't even know if Baker's startable even in super flex leagues right now. Like, he's outside of that QB2 range for me. I'm going Teddy B. Josh, where are you going here? Teddy B or Baker Mayfield?
I can't choose Baker Mayfield here. I mean, he could have a big play against the Ravens defense. The Ravens defense has given up the most big plays this year. It's bad to be a Ravens fan in that regard, but it's a good time. Got to go Teddy Bridgewater. They're coming off a bye. They're going to be ready, I think. So Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy B. And Linda, where are you going on this one? Baker Mayfield or Teddy Bridgewater?
I'd like to preface this by saying I wouldn't stream either of these quarterbacks this week. Between the two, I'll go Teddy B, but the Broncos are likely to be without two of their starting offensive linemen, which is concerning for the run game and for Teddy Bridgewater. And I think the Chargers are kind of starting to figure it all out. I hope it's a shootout. As a Broncos fan, I would love that. I think Brandon McManus is probably going to be the Broncos MVP on Sunday. So I lean Teddy between these two, but don't wait so long that your options are Teddy Bridgewater and Baker Mayfield.
Where is Brandon McManus in your kicker rankings this week?
He's in the second tier, so
Second
I think he's got double-digit upside for sure.
That's awesome. If we get kicker questions in here from time to time, Linda, and we're honestly a little bit lost on how to answer them. For anybody looking for a good resource, make sure you are following Linda on Twitter at Lindellians. It's right there under her name. She puts a lot of work into her kicker tiers each and every week, and she's one of the only people in the space really putting that kind of effort into making sure you know which kickers to start. They are awesome. And like I said, you can find them in the Matthew Berry newsletter as well. So you're probably already subscribed to that. It's in your email. You can go check out the kicker rankings each and every week in there. JL, are you making this a clean sweep again for Teddy B, or are you giving some love to Baker?
It's a clean sweep for Teddy B.
Oh, two clean sweeps in a whoa.
In a what, Josh?
In a whoa.
In a way.
Yeah, I said queen sweeps, and I realized it, so I was like, I'm going to just run with this. And
I like it.
Whoa.
Queen sweeps in a whoa.
Guys, we're moving on to our semi-final matchups. Before we do that, though, Jeezy has a question for us. And Linda, I think this one's directed at you. What rank do you have the Raiders kicker, I guess, that performed yesterday?
I missed on Daniel Carlson. He was in my third tier, which is like my not going to kill you, but safe floor situation. And he played fantastic. I love Daniel Carlson. I didn't trust the Raiders yesterday against Dallas. And Dallas said, our defense is actually booty cheeks, and so that's on me. But he did play really well yesterday, and said he'd wear a diaper if he had to because he had food poisoning on Monday, which feels different.
In respect to Linda's, something else.
Do.
Linda, something else that you do that I love is like you always put out a tweet. These are my week 11 misses. These are my week 11 hits. Like on your kickers, fully transparent with that. I wish more people were transparent with their process in ways like that. So you own up to those and own your wins as well. We are on to our semifinal matchup, Taylor Heinicke versus Jimmy G. And Joey, you've got the first vote on this one. Who is your preferred streamer this week?
Heinicke. I mean, these are the two closest of all the names listed in my rankings. They're back to back. But I'm going Heinicke. I don't like Garoppolo's matchup. I picked Mac Jones over in the last round. So
you did. You were not part of sending him on to the next round.
No.
It is my vote now. Taylor Heinicke, a reminder against Seattle, and Jimmy G going up against Minnesota. This one is really close, but I'm going to agree with you, Joey. I'm going to go Taylor Heinicke. I have confidence in how he's been playing recently. He's looked pretty good out on the field. He hasn't killed you. He's been a top 12 quarterback 3 of the last 4 weeks. I'm fine starting him. He's on that fringe QB1, high-end QB2 range. Jimmy G's a solid QB2 for me. So I'll go Heinicke. Josh, where are you going on this one?
Yeah, just like Joey said, these are the two. I don't want to give anything away, but I guess I'll say it anyway. These are my two favorite streamers this week, and they're right next to each other. I'll give Jimmy G a nod here. I think he's going to have a really good week. I really do. So, and I think Taylor Heinicke is going to win this one anyway. So,
Josh giving a nod to Jimmy G. We will see. That vote might be the difference. Yeah. So, Linda, where are you going on this one? Taylor Heinicke or Jimmy G?
I'm going Taylor Heinicke. I really like his I'm starting Taylor Heinicke with some confidence. Is Logan Thomas back this week? There's been teasers of that. So if he's back, I think that just gives Heinicke another weapon to utilize, and against a Seattle defense that has had, some strong parts, but as a whole, I don't think they're a strong unit. So I'm going Taylor Heinicke.
JL, where are you on this one? Are you agreeing with the masses, or are you going with Josh?
This is very close. It is very close, but I'm gonna go with Josh here. I'm gonna go with Jimmy G over Taylor Heinicke. Okay. I think he's got the weapons. I think this San Francisco Minnesota game is going to be higher scoring than we think, and I think that Washington Seattle game might be lower scoring than we think. So I'm gonna go with Jimmy G. Just give him the edge here, but it's very close.
It is 3-2 coming to the last vote. Tim, are you giving the win to Heinicke, or are you going Jimmy G here?
I went Jimmy G last round. I'm going him this round as well, so it's going to be a tie, and not just because of the chaos. I think the Seahawks defense is coming together the past few weeks. I mean, 23 points on the Cardinals, 17 to the Packers. I mean, you're talking high octane offenses that they're doing relatively well with, and I don't consider Washington to be on that level. So I'd expect a relatively low scoring output from the Washington football team. So that translates to few points for Taylor. So give me Jimmy G.
It is 3-3. If we get any votes in the chat, that'll determine it. If not, the tie is going to go to our guest, which will make Taylor Heinicke move on in this one. We'll give it a couple seconds.
I threw a poll into the chat here.
Please comment in the chat so I don't have to make a decision.
You already made your decision. You voted Taylor
one
Heinicke.
vote for Jimmy G.
I know, but I don't want to be the one at rest on. As a group, I can be like, we all said.
No, it'll 100% be on you. We'll make sure we'll tweet out. Linda says with full confidence, Taylor Heinicke over Jimmy G. No one else had any.
The number one quarterback on the week.
Thank
number
you.
one dynasty wide receiver, Taylor Heinicke, is what we're doing here.
3 votes. Jimmy G is in the lead.
Okay. You want to just call it for Jimmy G?
We can call it.
Hey,
Jimmy G, moving on to the finals. We're going on to our other semifinal matchup here. And this is the 6th one, which means I have the first vote here. Tua versus Teddy B. And Linda kind of hit on it last time that if you don't have to stream Teddy B, I really wouldn't like to. I'm in agreement with that. Tua's the much better start for me here. I think the upside is through the roof with him. There may be a bit more variance. I'm learning whether or not we can trust him, but I've liked what I've seen recently. I'm going to go Tua here. Josh, are you going Tua or Teddy B?
This is by far the easiest one we have seen so far, in my opinion. It's Tua. I voted for Teddy B over Baker Mayfield last one, but I don't want to start Teddy B just like Linda said. Tua.
Linda, where are you going here, Tua or Teddy Bridgewater?
I think, yeah, you can just go ahead and I think sweep Tua for this.
Ditto.
JL?
Sweep.
Tim?
Yeah, it's Tua.
And Joey?
Yeah, I was surprised Teddy was even a 2 seed, to be honest.
Yeah.
I went based on their projections for the week according to Sleeper. So they are in order of the projections of quarterbacks rostered less than 50% on Sleeper, and that's how we got these 8 names. So
what are you doing, Sleeper?
They put Teddy B as the 2nd highest scoring player projected out of these 8 guys. Yeah, isn't that a little bit wild?
Oh.
We are on to our finals matchup, and Josh, we are starting with you for our finals. We've got Jimmy G versus Tua Tagovailoa in the championship matchup. 5 seed versus 3 seed. Who are you voting through as the champion?
It's Jimmy G. I kind of alluded to it when I was voting on Jimmy G over Taylor Heinicke. Jimmy G, and both those two are my favorite 2 streamers this week. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have a great week. I really do.
1 vote for Jimmy G. Linda, are you agreeing with Josh here, or would you prefer Tua?
Give me Tua.
1 vote for Tua from Linda. And JL, what do you say?
I'm gonna go Tua as well. This one's much closer than the Teddy B one, but I still give the edge to Tua here.
Tim?
I think Jimmy G has the better matchup, but give me Tua. I have faith. We're finally starting to see our offense actually do stuff, and that all flows through him. So I think he's gonna have a great week and a great rest of the season.
Joey, where are you going on this one? Tua or Jimmy G?
Like I've been saying the whole time I've been on here, I love Jimmy G this week. I love the matchup. No, I do. Of the weapons, the matchups between them, I do like Jimmy G better, even though I voted against him the last 2 rounds. When it comes down between him and Tua, I do lean Jimmy G.
Another vote for Jimmy Garoppolo from Joey here. So I guess that makes it up to me whether it goes to a tie or it goes to the chat. And you know what? As much as I want to send it to the chat, my answer is Tua Tagovailoa. If I have to plug one of these guys into my lineup, it's going to be Tua. I have a little bit more confidence in him. I love the weapons that Jimmy G has, but I'm going to go Tua here. He's been performing well the past couple weeks. He's been a top 12 guy, like 3 of the last 5 starts he's had. I just like what he's been doing, and I'm glad to finally see Tua finding some success and getting some respect out on the football field because, man, did people love to hate him. Oh, yeah. But with that vote, Tua Tagovailoa is officially our favorite streaming option at the quarterback position in week 12. We did it, guys. The power of brackets. This has been proven by science. You cannot argue with this result here.
Not at
But
all.
now,
Not at all.
Josh, I believe you had a dip before we jumped into the next bracket. You get too heated about Thanksgiving food, so you didn't want to make it.
You didn't want me here. You didn't want me here. Things were going to get messy, and trading makes fantasy fun. Love you guys.
We'll see you, Josh.
Love you, Josh. Have a good weekend.
Which, Linda, that means you've got the prime seat now. You are head of the table. You get the first vote, and we are doing Thanksgiving leftovers tiers. Now, with our fun brackets, there are no rules here. You can do whatever you want. You can contradict yourself whenever you're voting on a different one. You can change your judgment. Just vote how you want and make sure you've got a good reason for doing it, or I guess it can be a bad reason. It doesn't really matter here. But our very first matchup, this is Thanksgiving leftovers. The one you're excited to eat the next day is turkey versus pumpkin pie. Linda, which of these is your preferred Thanksgiving leftover dish?
I'm gonna lose a lot of friends during this bracket game. Like, people are gonna come with pitchforks, but I don't like pie of any variety. I am fully out on pie, and I go hard with the turkey sandwich on the day after Thanksgiving. So give me turkey.
One vote for turkey, all pie, just pie in general. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I'm not a pumpkin pie guy, but all pie. We might have to fight. JL, are you going turkey or pumpkin pie?
I used to feel exactly how you did, Linda, in terms of the pie. There is a couple I've had that I'm cool with, like apple pie. I'm cool with apple pie.
That you're cool with?
Cool, nice one, good one. Peanut butter pie, it's all right, it's pretty good. Pumpkin pie, I don't really mess with pumpkin pie, but I don't mess with turkey even more. So for all my vegetarian folks out there, I'm going pumpkin pie.
Josh saying day after turkey sandwich is legit. So it looks like we would have known where his vote would have gone, but one vote to pumpkin pie. Tim, are you going turkey or pumpkin pie?
This one's really tough because I eat so much on Thanksgiving that I am 100% burnt out on the food the day after. So this is a very tough bracket. And no shame towards my family, but the turkey we've had in the past is usually pretty good on Thanksgiving, but the day after, it's like every single ounce of moisture is like there's a dehumidifier inside the refrigerator that sucks out all the juiciness from the turkey. And you're trying to eat these sandwiches that are just turkey and like mayo kind of, and you're trying to, it's dry and it's bad. But pumpkin pie, it's a tough, pumpkin pie will hold up better in the long term. So I'll take pumpkin pie. Consistency. It's got a high floor, low ceiling, but high floor.
2 votes for pumpkin pie. Joey, where are you going here?
I'm highly offended that pumpkin pie is an 8 seed. It is the premier Thanksgiving leftover. I've eaten a whole.
We don't even have it at my house.
Oh no!
Yeah, no.
Oh
it's
no!
gone.
Pumpkin
Get
pie's
out,
about to
turkey.
fucking
Pumpkin
win.
pie.
God,
Whoa!
this doesn't. This eliminates. Oh my! My vote doesn't even matter here. Pumpkin pie is one.
Great
what
job,
I was going
Joey.
to say is pumpkin pie keeps better 100%. But when you start at a 0 because you're disgusting, it doesn't matter if you keep well. Pumpkin pie is made by the devil
That's how
for
I feel about
losers to
turkey.
enjoy eating on Thanksgiving. Turkey is fine, but it starts at a 2 and it stays at about a 2 for the rest of the time. Pumpkin pie starts at a 0 and doesn't get any better. My
used to
vote's for
love you.
turkey. Well, pumpkin pie moved on, Joey. My vote didn't
Good.
even matter.
Bracket
here.
buster.
It's delicious.
This is the second time this week I've heard somebody say mayonnaise with their Thanksgiving leftover turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
Do you all not save your gravy? You got to put
and
gravy on that.
and
That's
both
how
times-
it's moist.
I've been on both of the shows, Linda,
I know.
but I wasn't the one who said it either time.
Oh, I'm stressing out. Okay.
Here's what you got to do with the leftovers. My biggest problem with this bracket, and I put it together, is that Thanksgiving nachos aren't on there. You just take a little bit of everything from the fridge, throw it on some tortilla chips with some shredded cheese and a little bit of hot sauce, and put it in the oven
My
for
biggest
20 minutes.
complaint is that rolls and gravy are on there, which is like literally what I have for dessert 4 hours after dinner. I just dip rolls in cold gravy.
Dessert?
We can.
I don't eat
like
pie. So I just have no
There's
bread.
ice cream, there's cake, there's cookies.
I just eat more
Jello.
bread.
Do you
Everyone
eat
always
Jello
drinks
pie?
pie.
Full as I can with rolls. It's fine.
We can call an audible and add rolls on here if we want
I'm just
to.
gonna pretend cornbread is rolls. At
I was
my
gonna
house,
say cornbread, we
is
could
rolls,
replace it.
So either way, I'm going bread.
I have
Yeah.
I'm
I have
just
a
giving a
solution
little
here.
sneak peek.
we are going to call an audible, and we're going to say cornbread/rolls just for the bread on here.
That's
this
good,
is our bread
Thank
category.
you.
Either way, it's
That
gonna be
makes
cranberry
sense,
sauce.
right?
Yeah, what the? Why is that a 4 seed?
JL, I went based on a list that I found online of best reheated Thanksgiving food. I try to take myself out of this when I'm making the brackets.
That list is garbage.
JL, are you going with cornbread or rolls or cranberry sauce as the best Thanksgiving leftover?
Please. Don't make me laugh. It's cornbread rolls.
One vote for cornbread rolls. I like that you just said it as one. It's not two different things.
Cornbread
Tim,
rolls, yeah.
Tim, are you going cornbread rolls or cranberry sauce?
The only problem with cornbread rolls is that I don't have enough cornbread rolls. It's cornbread rolls.
Joey, where are you going here? Cornbread rolls or cranberry sauce?
What are the two choices?
Cornbread/rolls.
Cornbread rolls. Yeah, that's fine.
What are you eating right now? He's eating pumpkin pie.
Whole pie. I didn't even take a
Look
piece.
at that whipped cream. He's just eating whipped cream right now.
Yeah, he's not even eating the pie
also
part.
gross, for the record.
Oh my gosh. Jay saying cranberry sauce belongs in the
Yes,
trash.
I'm with
Jay.
you, Jay. I'm
You
with
just
you.
open up the can and it just slithers out straight to
Yeah,
the garbage.
slithers right into the trash can.
You know what? I
You gotta
love
make
cornbread
homemade
rolls.
cranberry sauce.
Ugh.
I love cornbread rolls. They are the preferred option here. Like, which one do I eat more of, no matter what you're getting? But cranberry sauce, this is just a tough first round matchup. I don't want it to get swept. So I'm going to throw a vote that way. But my answer is cornbread rolls. Cranberry sauce the day after, like, it's exactly the same day two as it is day one. So if you don't like it, then you probably don't like that. But I like cranberry sauce, so I like it the second day. Linda, are you going cornbread rolls or are you going cranberry sauce here?
The answer is obviously rolls, but quit buying cranberry sauce in a can. That's your first issue. Just make cranberry sauce. It's
Linda, my
super
girl-
easy. The recipe is on the back of the frozen cranberries, literally all year long, not just around Thanksgiving. It's a very easy dish. Don't buy it in a can. That's all. But it still rolls. But that's all
I
I'm
don't buy
saying.
it in general.
My girlfriend and I have this debate every Thanksgiving because she prefers the homemade and I prefer the gelatin out of a can. I want that sliced canned cranberry sauce.
Ugh.
My uncle's the same way, and I laugh at him every year.
I am in the minority.
Psychopath.
I get outvoted every single year. Her entire
As you
family
should.
wants the fresh cranberry sauce.
It's like
but man.
nature's jello.
Cornbread rolls goes on 4-1. Cranberry sauce did not stand a chance. Up next, we've got macaroni and cheese versus green bean casserole. Tim, you have the first vote here.
Yeah, I mean, the answer is mac and cheese, but a good casserole is pretty solid. I'm sad about it. Not sad about it. Go mac and cheese.
One vote for mac and cheese from Tim. Joey, where are you going here?
If that was broccoli casserole, I'd actually have to give it some thought, but it's not broccoli
What?
casserole. Macaroni. My wife makes an incredible broccoli casserole. Macaroni and cheese is what's moving on.
2 votes for macaroni and cheese. My one issue with macaroni and cheese is what leftover macaroni and cheese. Have you ever had a Thanksgiving where there actually was leftover mac and cheese? That shit gets finished every time, no matter how much you put it out there. I can't even rank this. Like, I can't even compare them because I've never had leftover Thanksgiving mac and cheese. I'm going green bean casserole because a casserole reheated the next day, throw that in the air fryer, get a little crispy. It's so good. Green bean casserole. Linda, are you going macaroni and cheese or green bean casserole?
I'm going to get a little unorthodox because
Please do.
we don't have macaroni and cheese at my Thanksgiving dinner, and my mom makes a banging homemade baked macaroni and cheese. It's very good, but we don't have it on Thanksgiving dinner. We do have green bean casserole and the French's fried onions that go on top of that green bean
Yes.
casserole. I don't eat the green bean casserole, but I do eat the leftover French's fried onions. So green bean casserole by proxy because of the French's fried onions I get to eat that don't go on the green bean casserole.
I forget every year how much I like those fried onions. And I'm like,
Oh
always
my
like, well, I'm just
God.
going to buy them as a snack. And then I never do. And then the
Yeah,
next
my mom
Thanksgiving, I'm
buys
like,
2
yes.
containers because I'm like, that's like all I eat in anticipation.
Oh, they're so good. JL, it is 2-2. You are casting the deciding vote here. Is it mac and cheese or is it green bean casserole?
Here's my issue with green bean casserole. Like what? Like there's never any of the French onions left the next day because Linda's always eating the top of it. So I gotta go with green bean casserole. Get out of here, mac and cheese. You can have mac and cheese anytime. That's not a Thanksgiving food. It's gotta be green bean casserole.
With the upset, green bean casserole moving on over mac and cheese. Thank you, French's Fried Onions, for making that happen. Shout out to those guys. We are moving on to our next one, stuffing versus mashed potatoes. And Joey, you are up first.
Oh God, this is why do these two have to go up against each other?
Yeah, so this is the hardest one.
Heavyweights.
What?
Oh man, yeah.
These are the two best things. I don't know why you're surprised.
It's the one best thing and the one worst thing, but I digress.
No, so
We really are
in general, mashed potatoes, one of my favorite foods. However, nothing says Thanksgiving like stuffing for me, like a good kind of spicy stuffing. I'm gonna go stuffing. Please don't tell any of my Irish relatives that I didn't pick the potatoes.
One vote for stuffing.
Stuffing.
Joey, I think nothing says Thanksgiving like fighting with politics with a relative you haven't seen in 3 years. That's what I think of when I think Thanksgiving. But if it's a food, there's a reason I've never eaten stuffing not on Thanksgiving, and that's because it's bad. Like it's gross.
You haven't had good stuffing.
I've had good stuffing. I've had stuffing that has been highly touted. Just like it's overrated. I don't make it any other day of the year. I make mashed potatoes all the time. Mashed potatoes are the 101 of all Thanksgiving foods. And stuffing is garbage tier. My vote's for mashed potatoes. Linda.
Garbage tier? What the did I sign up for?
Right? What did I sign up for?
Who wears denim?
The issue is stuffing and mashed potatoes are so good as like a combo. That part of my plate just kind of becomes one all-encompassing situation.
Gravy on top.
That people that say that they don't make stuffing all year, I make stuffing like twice a month because I like it so much.
Yes,
I make
Linda,
stuffing all the time. I have it with chicken. I don't care if they're stuffing. I'm eating dinner.
Oh shit! It's 3 a.m. Guess I gotta eat dinner.
I guess I'm gonna eat it. Man, based off of purely like that's the thing that I like. If it's on the table, I'm gonna eat it. It's stuffing for me.
2-1 for stuffing. Jail. Are you agreeing with Linda and Joey, or are you coming to the mashed potato side with me?
You see, Simon, this is the problem with this game is that realistically, I would probably choose mashed potatoes because they are one of my favorite foods of all time. But because of your hatred so much, I have to go with stuffing because there is good stuffing out there. It does not belong in the garbage. And I can't let you keep proliferating this nonsense out in the world. So I got to go with stuffing. I'm sorry.
It's disgusting. It's like, let's take some bread, shove it up a turkey's butt, and then call it a meal.
I don't.
Tim.
Well, technically it's dressing because I don't shove it up the turkey's butt. I just eat it in a casserole dish.
I make vegetarian stuffing. It has nothing to do with turkey butt.
Jail shoves it up a fake turkey's butt to cook.
Yeah, it's a plastic turkey butt.
A tofu butt.
It's a child's toy.
Tofu butt. Tim, are you going stuffing or mashed potatoes? Stuffing is one, so you can vote.
Yeah,
you don't have to vote out of spite.
Yeah. No, if Jail wasn't going to do stuffing, I was going to just in case. But yeah, I'll give it to mashed potatoes. Yeah, just to make
this
it.
This is really an unfair. It's unfair to make this.
Look at all these underdogs winning.
Did every underdog win? None of the favorites made it out of the first round. Jay said
told you
this
that list is garbage.
Is the worst yet. He is already upset about it.
That means we're doing something right.
Oh, Scott's not watching, but I have a feeling he's going to be upset. He's usually the biggest critic of our brackets, but he had to dip out. We are moving on to pumpkin pie versus cornbread rolls, our semifinal matchup. Who voted first on the last one? I believe Joey did, right? Because Tim voted last. Yep. So I've got the first vote here. Pumpkin pie is garbage. Cornbread and rolls are always delicious. You can eat them with anything the next day. I'm going cornbread rolls. Linda, are you going pumpkin pie or cornbread rolls? The food that you refuse to eat because you hate it so much, or the one that's your favorite? Which one are you going to vote for?
Yeah, curious.
I'm just gonna assume that we get gravy as like there's always leftover gravy.
Yeah.
So cornbread rolls.
It also takes 5 minutes to make more gravy.
I am 100% making cornbread rolls sometime in the next like now I have to make cornbread rolls specifically.
I wonder if you can make them like half and half, like use like a cupcake dish and pour the batter in. So like each one is half roll, half cornbread, some monstrosity at Thanksgiving. Jail, are you going cornbread rolls or pumpkin pie?
I'm going to go with cornbread rolls because I don't like pumpkin pie.
That's a fair reason. Tim?
Yeah.
This is the weird part of the bracket. I don't think I would reheat either of these, really. They're both fine as is. I'll throw it to pumpkin pie. It lost, but it doesn't matter.
One vote for pumpkin pie. Well, I think Joey's going to probably go pumpkin pie as well as he's finishing up his last bite over there. Joey, are you going pumpkin pie or cornbread rolls?
Let me tell you why this is so delicious. My wife made this yesterday, which is technically it is leftover. The spice is perfect. The graham cracker crust, it's just adding that little bit of crunch to it. Whipped cream on top. It's pumpkin pie. And, whatever. Y'all brought me onto this team for some I don't know why.
Joey, I voted with you.
How are you still eating that pie?
And Maria voted with you as
the
well.
Mom would have been so mad if you didn't. So,
oh, mama.
But cornbread rolls is going to move on, taking down Joey's favorite pumpkin pie. Squash pie, get out of here. You do not make it to the finals.
Pie?
Shout out Steven Johnson.
Steven Johnson, he's the one who said that, right? I couldn't remember where I saw it on Twitter. We're moving on to our next matchup, green bean casserole versus stuffing. And Linda, we are back to you with the first vote on this one. Our second semifinal matchup, what's it going to be?
Well, since technically for me, it's French's fried onions or stuffing, I'm going to go stuffing.
One vote for stuffing. JL, where are you going here?
You can always put this French's fried onions on the stuffing. I bet you that would be dank.
I bet
Just
that
saying.
would probably. I'm going to try it tomorrow.
Try it. Report back. I'm going to go stuffing here. Stuffing is delicious.
Tim?
Yeah, I'm going to go stuffing too, mainly because I want to see what Linda does when the finals happen.
Leave.
Joey, stuffing's moving on, but where is your vote going?
So mine's going to stuffing as well, but I've been very interested to see that everyone else here seems to be a Thanksgiving. Like usually I keep my food separated, but at Thanksgiving I just let it all come together in like a beautiful mess. And so it's nice to see other people there too.
It's breakfast and Thanksgiving, the two that do it.
Yep.
Stuffing is the worst thing served at Thanksgiving, maybe besides pumpkin pie. So I'm going to go green bean casserole. Do it. I've got a backup pair.
He doesn't even need the glasses.
There's blue light glasses.
Yeah. They're not even that. They're just for show.
I've been looking for a new reason to be sad. So if you could break my glasses, that would give me an excuse. And then we can just roll with that for a couple weeks.
I could just send you some sad fantasy football information if you're looking to be like real low.
I can just open up my own sleeper profile to see all the sad fantasy football information I need. But we've got our championship matchup, cornbread / rolls against stuffing. We are some carb lovers over here, apparently. Who doesn't love bread? And JL, we are starting with you, which means it's going to come down to Linda to cast the deciding vote. And man, do I hope it is 2-2 when we go to
I'm going to do my best to make that happen.
JL, where are you going here? Cornbread rolls or stuffing? And man, please don't make me vote for stuffing, guys, just to get the result we want.
This should be mashed potatoes and stuffing. This should be the final matchup, but it's not. And so I'll go stuffing.
One vote for stuffing from JL. Tim, where are you going here?
So I think Joey's going to do the right thing. Simon won't vote for stuffing.
If you vote for cornbread rolls, it guarantees I can make it so Linda has to vote for the winner.
Or he's trying to trick you.
You guys are bullies. That's what's happening.
Because I know you would make it 2-2.
Joey,
Joey, I'm gonna lean on you. I'm gonna go for cornbread rolls.
Tim voted for cornbread rolls. Joey, where are you going here?
I love stuffing. Why am I not going to pick stuffing?
There we go. Okay.
Yeah. I know we were on the right page. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to pick stuffing. It was my second favorite of all the things listed. So.
Linda, I didn't even have to lie to get to the desired outcome. Maria said, if I had to choose cornbread, and that is where my vote is going, cornbread or rolls. There's some butter on there. I'm not a big gravy guy. We can fight about that as well, Linda. But I still love cornbread
Not
and
a
rolls.
big gravy guy?
Unless it's on pie. And then
I have a lot to reassess.
I'm just happy that for once, it's not me for my takes being singled out. It's Simon today.
My Thanksgiving food takes are wildly unpopular.
They're bad. You just say
very bad. They're very bad.
I just feel like maybe you haven't had good versions of all of them.
Yeah, you're just like nobody I know
Tim,
knows how to
Tim's
cook,
been to my
and I'm
family's
saying it out
Thanksgiving.
loud.
Yeah, but you didn't eat any of those. So.
That's a good point.
I knew you were gonna say that. I ate everything, and it was all delicious.
Okay. Yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't like barbecue, and then I grew up and I realized I was wrong. So maybe you can grow up and realize you're wrong, Simon.
Joey, I'll eat all of this. I'm not saying I won't eat it. I'll eat every last thing on this list. That doesn't mean I prefer it. Give me
There's no
mashed
pie
potatoes
left.
over
I ate it all.
turkey.
So.
Well, I won't eat that then. Linda, we are coming to you to determine the winner of this bracket, the best leftover Thanksgiving food. It is down to cornbread / rolls or stuffing. What's it going to be?
Okay, I have to explain myself. I love stuffing. It's the best part of Thanksgiving, but I make it regularly throughout the year in anticipation for Thanksgiving, especially in like October. I'll be making it like once a week. I'm like, can't wait to eat it.
Every 3 days.
On Thanksgiving is the only time my mom buys these like frozen self-rising rolls that are just like, they just touch my soul in a way that nobody ever has. So I have to go for a Thanksgiving bracket. I have to go the frozen self-rising rolls that my mom buys every year.
Respectable.
And the rolls win it all over stuffing. Linda casting the deciding vote. Carbs winning out. You know what? That's the real winner of this bracket is carbs, with our championship being rolls versus stuffing. Man, I'm so glad that rolls won that and not stuffing. Guys, through the power of brackets today, we have determined that Tua is our favorite Week 12 streaming quarterback, and that rolls / cornbread are our favorite leftover from Thanksgiving. With a beautiful love story from Linda. She almost had to break up with stuffing there. Just let it know, like, it's not you, it's me, but the rolls just have a special place in my heart. Stuffing's giving you everything you wanted, but it just isn't enough. Maria said bread touches my soul too. I said mac and cheese never made it. Nope. Out in the first round. Guys, before we end our show today, Bam is in here, says, is Zach Moss droppable for Matt Breida? Linda, how do you feel about this one?
I feel like the Bills running back room has turned into the Patriots running back room, and it's just like hard to trust any of them. You know, this week when there was speculation that Zach Moss was going to be a healthy scratch, it made Breida an easy play. But when you don't know that leading up to a game, I can't like fully trust any of them on a Saturday or a Friday. What day is it?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, Friday. It doesn't matter. Time's irrelevant.
We expected to see Matt Breida get the bulk of the load yesterday after that's what the coaches were saying. But then Devin Singletary was doing well, so he got a lot of those carries. So I don't know. I think Linda's exactly right here. I don't know that I want any of them.
Didn't Singletary get injured?
Did
in the middle of the game? He might have finished off, but I know he was taken to the sideline at least once.
I haven't seen any updates on a Devin Singletary injury, so we can check on that. But Joey, how do you feel about this? Would you drop Zach Moss for Matt Breida?
Listen, I think they lost faith in Zach Moss. I don't think the Bills have any faith left in him. And if there's a player that's not going to get any work, I'm going to drop him for the player that is getting work. And that sounds so crazy to say because I don't like Matt Breida, but I probably would make that move.
Yeah, I think you can do this, but I'm not excited to do it. I'm not excited about starting Zach Moss. I'm not excited about starting Matt Breida, but this is a totally fine move. There's justification for it. You can see what you got with Breida because you don't got it with Zach Moss. So I'm fine with this. Tim, are you in agreement?
Oh, I drop Zach Moss and find somebody else.
Not Matt Breida. He's like, I drop Zach Moss and just leave that bench spot empty.
Oh, yeah.
Eat some rolls.
For sure. I love having bench spots open.
Drop Zach Moss and then cover some rolls and gravy and just call it a day. That's the move after
Forget about it.
Guys, that's going to be it for us today. Before we wrap up, I want to remind everyone, if you are not already following our friend Linda on Twitter, go and follow her at Lindellians. It is right there below her face on the screen. So make sure you go and find her on Twitter and follow her. She's putting out awesome content, and she's just one of our favorite people in this space. Linda, this has been awesome having you on. We've wanted you to come on the show for a while. I'm really excited you were able to make it today.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I had a blast. I knew I would. I've been like I hate that I work all day, so I was super stoked. I was super stoked to come on.
That's awesome. Guys, Josh is not here to say it. He said it before he left, but trading makes fantasy fun. And a reminder for everyone watching, we will be live at 6 p.m. Eastern time today for the Front Yard Fantasy Hour on FanDuel's YouTube and Twitch channels. So if you're not sick of us yet, come hang out. We're going to be playing some pole perception with our friend Jake Trowbridge. So if you want to come play some games at 6 p.m. the day after Thanksgiving, come hang out with us. Anything else, guys, before we jump? Any Thanksgiving hot takes? Any Thanksgiving jokes?
I was criping hard on you, Simon, today, but I'm really thankful for you and everyone on this team.
See, I can't follow that up. I can't follow that up with a cry of "Go Pokes," so I won't. But also "Go Pokes."
Go Pokes. How do you think they're gonna do this weekend, Linda? Are they gonna pull it out?
I'm very nervous, and if you don't have a favorite, can you just manifest some orange power for me on Saturday?
We went to an
easy.
orange school. We went to Clemson, so it's Orange Bros.
It's the only power we have.
The orange power.
Perfect.
Me, Tim, and JL will all be pulling on the OK State side this weekend. Sorry, come here now, Beach 89. If you're in the chat somewhere, I know you're a big Oklahoma fan, but see you next week. Guys, that's going to be it for us today. Enjoy your weekend, enjoy your football, and come hang out with us this evening. Until then, adios, everyone.
Bye-bye.